BA. Honors. Entrance paper. 2019-20. 1. He hated to goodbye to his close friends. A. Bade. B. Bad. C. Bid. D. Bide. Answer. C. 2. The thief broke into the house was caught by the police. A. Who. B. Which. C. Whom. D. Whose. Answer. A. 3. He. The fact that he did not live up to his father's expectations. A. Rude. B. Is rude. C. Ruing. D. Did rude. Answer. A. 4. The kite, higher and higher over the houses yesterday. A. Sour. B. Sawed. C. Sawed. D. Sours. Answer. C. 5. She may be surprised the news. A. By. B. With. C. At. D. Upon. Answer. C. 6. The correct meaning of the idiom, what sauce for the goose is sauce for the gander, is A. What one person is allowed to do, another person must be allowed to do in a similar situation. B. What one person is allowed to do, another person must be disallowed to do in a similar situation. C. What one person is disallowed to do, another person must be allowed to do in a similar situation. D. Situation in which one person does something bad to another person because he has done the same to you. Answer. A. 7. Cessation of arms before a formal treaty is signed during the war is called A. Truce. B. Armistice. C. Accord. D. Retreat. Answer. B. 8. My mother upset the kettle of boiling water and her right hand badly. A. Sizzled. B. Scalded. C. Scorched. D. Scolded. Answer. B. 9. Keep the umbrella, your head. A. On. B. Upon. C. Over. D. Above. Answer. C. 10. The man I was talking was a detective. A. To whom. B. To who. C. Whom. D. Who. Answer. A. 11. He moved to London if he could. A. Should. B. Will. C. Shall. D. Would. Answer. D. 12. The chief said that he would the fort destroyed. A. Has. B. Had. C. Have. D. Got. Answer. C. 13. Choose the appropriate sentence. A. Tamina accepted her father's offer to drive her home. B. Tamina accepted her father's offer to drive her home. C. Tamina exempted her father's offer to drive her home. D. Tamina accept her father's offer to drive her home. Answer. A. 14. His lethargy was the reason for his incomplete projects. Replace the underlined word. A. Inactivity. B. Laziness. C. Illness. D. Displeasure. Answer. B. 15. When it saw the cat, the squirrel, up the tree. A. Scampering. B. Scampered. C. Scamper. D. Scamped. Answer. B. 16. The credibility of a candidate is gauged by his achievements. Replace the underlined word. A. Performance. B. Reliability. C. Biodata. D. Ability. Answer. B. 17. The kernel of political instability is corruption. Replace the underlined word. A. Core. B. Reason. C. Antithesis. D. End. Answer. A. 18. The greatly acclaimed film was The Swansong of the late director. Replace the underlined word. A. Killer. B. Poem. C. Last. D. Death. Answer. C. 19. I suffer from know about my capabilities. A. Doubts. B. Hallucinations. C. Imaginations. D. Illusions. Answer. D. 20. An unexpected piece of good fortune is A. Turnstile. B. Windfall. C. Philanthropy. D. Benevolence. Answer. B. 21. Who was coming to see me this morning? A. You said. B. Did you say? C. Did you say that? D. You did say. Answer. B. 22. Mr. Das is junior, Mr. Sharma. A. Then. B. From. C. To. D. By. Answer. C. 23. She reminded the papers. A. Me where to leave. B. Me where I had to leave. C. Where I had to leave. D. Where to leave. Answer. B. 24. The antonym of tenacious is A. Complaint. B. Praise. C. Faint-hearted. D. Yielding. Answer. D. 25. A person who is hard to please. A. Conformist. B. Orthodox. C. Sheep. D. Dissenter. Answer. D. 26. The Mohammedan Educational Conference was established in the year A. 1884. B. 1886. C. 1884. D. 1890. Answer. B. 27. The subject matter of Sir Syed's Khutbat-i-Amia is A. Biography of the Prophet. B. Hadith. C. Reform of Society. D. Speeches of the Prophet. Answer. A. 28. In the Delhi Sultanate, the main function of Qazi was A. Judgment. B. Tax collector. C. Recruitment of army. D. Financial matters. Answer. A. 29. The commentary of the Quran written by Sir Syed is named A. Tarjuman al-Quran. B. Bayan al-Quran. C. Tafsir al-Quran. D. Tafhim al-Quran. Answer. C. 30. Hyder Ali and Tipu Sultan tried to overthrow the East India Company from India in the A. 15th century. B. 16th century. C. 18th century. D. 19th century. Answer. C. 31. The angel who brought revelations to Prophet was A. Mikhail. B. Israel. C. Jibril. D. Israfil. Answer. C. 32. The first written constitution given by the Prophet Muhammad is known as A. Mithaq-e-Mecca. B. Mithaq-e-Tabuk. C. Mithaq-e-Taf. D. Mithaq-e-Medina. Answer. D. 33. Which dynasty succeeded the Tughluks? A. Ilbari Turk dynasty. B. Khilji dynasty. C. Lodi dynasty. D. Sayyid dynasty. Answer. D. 34. The Muslims first arrived in India by sea route at A. Kanyakumari. B. Bengal. C. Goa. D. Malabar. Answer. D. 35. The famous historian Abu Rayhan al-Biruni visited India during the rule of A. Muhammad Ghori. B. Qutb al-Din Aibak. C. Shams al-Din Iltutmish. D. Mahmud Ghaznavi. Answer. D. 36. Market control policy was adopted by A. Alauddin Khilji. B. Sikandar Lodhi. C. Iltutmish. D. Firoz Shah Tughlaq. Answer. A. 37. The Battle of Plassey was fought in the year A. 1757. B. 1787. C. 1827. D. 1857. Answer. A. 38. Who among the following was not associated with Aligarh movement? A. Sir Syed Ahmad Khan. B. Waqarul Mulk. C. Muhsinul Mulk. D. Maulana Qasim Nanotwi. Answer. D. 39. Which of the following Mughal emperor gave orders for the construction of Ibadat Khana? A. Akbar. B. Jahangir. C. Aurangzeb. D. Shah Jahan. Answer. A. 40. Shibli Nomani was born in A. Lucknow. B. Delhi. C. Lahore. D. Azamgarh. Answer. A. 41. What is meant by zakat? A. Financial support to the needy people. B. Give loan. C. Repayment of loan. D. Expenses. Answer. A. 42. What do you understand by ukaz? A. Name of tree. B. Name of bird. C. Name of animal. D. Name of trade fair. Answer. A. 43. One of the following books is not included among the 6 canonical books, Sahih Sittah, of Hadith. A. Sunan al-Nasai. B. Sahih Muslim. C. Sunan al-Tirmidhi. D. Mishkat al-Masabi. Answer. D. 44. The longest surah, chapter, of the Quran is A. Surah al-Mulk. B. Masabi al-Baqarah. C. Surah al-Imran. D. Surah al-Nisa. Answer. B. 45. Buland Darwaza commemorates Akbar's conquest of A. Assam. B. Punjab. C. Gujarat. D. Afghanistan. Answer. C. 46. The tomb of Sher Shah Suri is located in A. Sasaram. B. Patna. C. Gaya. D. Delhi. Answer. A. 47. To the courtyard of a medieval mosque stands Fumam iron pillar which bears Sanskrit inscription in Gupta script. The name of the mosque is A. Jama Masjid, Delhi. B. Quwwatul Islam Mosque. C. Begumpuri Mosque. D. Khidki Masjid. Answer. B. 48. Abul Kalam Azad was associated with A. Indian National Congress. B. Muslim League. C. Tablighi Jamaat. D. Jamaat-e-Islami. Answer. A. 49. East India Company defeated Tipu Sultan in A. 1799. B. 1805. C. 1660. D. 1877. Answer. A. 50. The Mohammedan Anglo-Oriental College established by Sir Syed Ahmad Khan became Aligarh Muslim University in the year A. 1915. B. 1920. C. 1925. D. 1930. Answer. B. 51. The market which does not exist in a physical sense, but only in terms of data that are stored electronically, and conducts transactions via computers and telecommunication media is called A. Electronic market. B. Hypothetical market. C. Zwingli market. D. Virtual market. Answer. D. 52. Who won the men's singles Australian Open tennis tournament in 2019? A. Marin Cilic. B. Novak Djokovic. C. Rafael Nadal. D. Jeet Khail. Answer. B. 53. Which of the following is the newest state of India? A. Uttarakhand. B. Jharkhand. C. Telangana. D. Chhattisgarh. Answer. C. 54. Choose the noun which is in singular form. A. Rivers. B. Earning. C. Valuables. D. Fungus. Answer. D. 55. Choose the correct meaning of the phrase to be under fire. A. To spoil something. B. To put a project on hold. C. To be criticized severely for something you have done. D. To postpone a plan. Answer. C. 56. The first printing press was established in 1556 in India at A. Goa, B. Kolkata, C. Madras, D. Bombay. Answer. A. 57. The 2018 Krishi Unnati Mela was held in A. Lucknow, B. New Delhi, C. Indore, D. Jaipur. Answer. B. 58. Which of the following books was not authored by Amitav Ghosh? A. Sea of Poppies, B. The Hungry Tide, C. River of Smoke, D. Listening to Grasshoppers. Answer. D. 59. MOOC is a program related to online learning through A. EPG Pathshala, B. Swayam, C. SBSI, D. Gian. Answer. B. 60. The main carrier of Nipah virus is A. Bat, B. Rat, C. Cat, D. Dog. Answer. A. 61. Qutb-ud-Din Aibak built a mosque in Delhi. It is known as A. Masjid-i-Qutbi, B. Khidki Masjid, C. Masjid-i-Sultani, D. Quwwat-ul-Islam. Answer. D. 62. Sher Shah's mausoleum is at A. Kalinjar, B. Sasaram, C. Jaunpur, D. Chausa. Answer. B. 63. Who built Allahabad Fort? A. Akbar, B. Shah Jahan, C. Jahangir, D. Baba. Answer. A. 64. Where did Lord Gautam Buddha breathe his last? A. Bodh Gaya, B. Sarnath, C. Kusinagar, D. Rajgir. Answer. C. 65. Kaveri water dispute involves A. Karnataka and Telangana, B. Karnataka and Tamil Nadu, C. Karnataka and Maharashtra, D. Karnataka and Odisha. Answer. B. 66. Which of the following is not correctly matched? A. Hima Das sportsperson, B. Mary Kom boxer, C. Karan Thapar industrialist, D. Pratap Bhanu Mehta educationist. Answer. C. 67. Which of the following is a popular dance of Tamil Nadu? A. Kathakali, B. Bharatnatyam, C. Kuchipudi, D. Kathak. Answer. B. 68. Which biological term is used for the study of possibility of life in space? A. Ethology, B. Etiology, C. Exobiology, D. Entomology. Answer. C. 69. The Budapest Convention that came into force in 2004 is a first of its kind international treaty to address the issue of A. Global terrorism, B. Cybercrime, C. Stalking, D. Acid attack. Answer. B. 70. Which of the following factors are associated with population explosion? A. High birth rate and low death rate, B. High birth rate and high death rate, C. Low birth rate and high death rate, D. Low birth rate and low death rate. Answer. A. 71. In Bangladesh, Brahmaputra River is called as A. Ganga, B. Jamuna, C. Padma, D. Sun. Answer. B. 72. Recently ISRO has successfully launched the country's first advanced Earth observation satellite. What is the name of this satellite? A. Hyperspectral imaging satellite, B. Superspectral imaging satellite, C. Earth imaging satellite, D. None of the above. Answer. A. 73. Iliad was written by A. Shakespeare, B. Homer, C. Dante, D. Milton. Answer. B. 74. Gaja Okhi, Vardha, Pithai are the name of different A. Hill stations, B. Paintings type, C. Dance forms, D. Cyclones. Answer. D. 75. Which of the following terms is not related to painting? A. Pastels, B. Mosaic, C. Fresco, D. Tempera. Answer. B. 76. Jawaharlal Nehru Award is bestowed for one's contribution to A. Sports, B. Journalism, C. International understanding, D. Medicine. Answer. C. 77. The first Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna Award was given to whom? A. Viswanathan Anand, B. Geet Sethi, C. Sachin Tendulkar, D. Dhanraj Pillai. Answer. A. 78. Which of the following is not a lagoon? A. Ashtamudi Lake, B. Chilka Lake, C. Periya Lake, D. Pulikat Lake. Answer. C. 79. Who in 1863 founded the Mohammedan Literary Society in Calcutta? A. Sir Syed Ahmad Khan, B. Nawab Abdul Latif, C. Mohsinul Mulk, D. Abul Kalam Azad. Answer. B. 80. Which among the following radiations carries maximum energy? A. Infrared, B. UV rays, C. Microwave, D. Radio waves. Answer. B. 81. NASA has recently discovered on the moon. A. Plant life, B. Animal life, C. Frozen water deposits, D. Gold. Answer. C. 82. Which is the most widespread soil found in India? A. Alluvial soils, B. Black soils, C. Red soils. D. Laterite soils. Answer. A. 83. Which of the following is not a type of teeth? A. Molars. B. Maxilla. C. Canines. D. Incisors. Answer. B. 84. Which of the following is not a rock? A. Quartz. B. Granite. C. Marble. D. Sandstone. Answer. A. 85. The first layer of the atmosphere is called A. Mesosphere. B. Thermosphere. C. Stratosphere. D. Troposphere. Answer. D. 86. When is the International Earth Day celebrated? A. The 20th of April. B. The 5th of June. C. The 22nd of April. D. The 3rd of March. Answer. C. 87. Which of the following governments has recently decided to start bird hospitals? A. Kerala. B. Delhi. C. Rajasthan. D. Madhya Pradesh. Answer. B. 88. In 19th century Europe, there was a movement to give women the right to vote. This movement is known as A. Suffragette movement. B. Suffrage movement. C. Citizenship movement. D. Movement for right to man. Answer. B. 89. In which sport is the participant called pugilist? A. Sprinter. B. Boxing. C. Wrestling. D. Javelin throw. Answer. B. 90. Gir Sanctuary is famous for A. Asiatic lions. B. Tigers. C. Rhinos. D. Gorillas. Answer. A. 91. A. C. F. J. O. A. K. B. L. C. U. D. R. Answer. C. 92. 7, 3, 10, 6, 16. 24. A. 9. B. 8. C. 7. D. 6. Answer. B. 93. In a certain language, February is coded as RYUABRFE, then which would be written ERMBBENO in that language? A. February. B. January. C. November. D. December. Answer. C. 94. A family has a man, his wife, their 4 sons and their wives. The family of every son also has 3 sons and 1 daughter. Find out the total number of male members in the whole family. A. 4. B. 8. C. 12. D. 17. Answer. D. 95. What should come in place of question mark? Mamta REPVB, Poonam, question mark. A. NCQYU. B. UYQCN. C. UZSFR. D. RFSZU. Answer. B. 96. What is the next number in the sequence 0, 1, 1, 2, 4, 7, 13, 24? A. 30. B. 37. C. 41. D. 44. Answer. D. 97. What is the value of R? P, Q, R are real numbers. Statement 1, 9R equals RP. Statement 2, P plus 9 equals 10. A. If statement 1 alone is sufficient but statement alone is not sufficient. B. If statement 2 alone is sufficient but statement 1 alone is not sufficient. C. If both statements 1 and 2 together are sufficient but neither of statements alone is sufficient. D. If statements 1 and 2 together are not sufficient. Answer. C. 98. Rana travels 10 kilometers to the north, turns left and travels 4 kilometers, and then again turns right and covers another 5 kilometers, and then turns right and travels another 4 kilometers. How far is he from the starting point? A. 15 kilometers. B. 4 kilometers. C. 5 kilometers. D. 10 kilometers. Answer. A. 99. Anuradha walks 3 kilometers northward and then she turns left and moves 2 kilometers. She again turns left and goes 3 kilometers and turns to her right and starts walking straight. In which direction is she walking now? A. North. B. East. C. South. D. West. Answer. D. 100. If a box of sweets is divided among 24 children, they will get 5 sweets each. How many would each get if the no of the children is reduced by 4? A. 6. B. 7. C. 8. D. 9. Answer. A. Text. Edited by Himanshu Gautam. Audio. Edited by Muhammad Kaf.